As my body has softened and expanded, so have I. I took up more room inside myself. I've settled into my larger, softer home. Maybe I made it too large and soft. This has been on my mind lately and I didn't know how to talk about it. Okay, well, I, like many other people on here, are fat. We are oppressed by thin people and it seriously needs to stop. What made you state the obvious, you might be wondering? Well, it has to do with escalators and elevators, you see. Thin people don't get tired out like fat people do. Yet they use resources fat people use, and this is not okay in the slightest. We should start charging people who weigh under 200 pounds $5 at each escalator or elevator. I was at the mall earlier, and there was only one fat person on the escalator. Me. Among about 10 thin people. It made me feel disgusted. Escalators were made for fat people, so were elevators. Because thin people are privileged enough not to be tired out after walking flights of stairs. Also, I remember in high school I got detention numerous times because I used the elevator without an elevator pass, which was reserved for people in wheelchairs, crutches, etc. So their disability gets them access to the elevator, but mine doesn't. Fat shaming and oppression is still alive and well, folks. Just because we are fat, eat more than thin people, we are treated like the scum of the earth. Well, I'm sick of it. Thin people just take the effing stairs and stop shoving your privilege in my face. It's very upsetting and makes me angry. Rant over. I don't think they thought about this tax thoroughly, because people who are obese should be required to pay a fat tax. It's the root of so many health issues, and it's like they're investing their own money to pay their medical bills later. Am I the a-hole for secretly feeding my sister vegetables? My sister is 16 and heavily overweight. She's 5'2" or 5'3", but 170 pounds. She's already pre-diabetic, and if she doesn't lose weight pronto, she'll have to go on metformin. Diabetes runs in our family. My mom and grandma both have it. And as it is, she already has really low energy levels and clumps of her hair are falling out. I'm really worried about her and have tried to introduce her to various forms of fun exercises, like swimming. Those weird indoor cycling classes with the EDM and the lights and stuff. 30-minute walks, wall climbing, but she absolutely hated it all. The other thing is she doesn't eat any fruits or vegetables except maybe potatoes and bananas when they're in acceptable forms like chocolate banana smoothies or banana bread. As a last-ditch attempt, a couple of days ago I decided to just take over the family menu and feed her dishes that secretly have vegetables in them. For breakfast I made green smoothies but added a lot of sugar-free matcha to explain the green color and mask the flavors of the fruits and veggies. I make cheese sauces out of pumpkin and carrots and flavor them with nutritional yeast. I mix crushed cauliflower into rice, etc., etc. I have to lie about them because even if it tastes good, if she knows there are fruits or veggies she doesn't like in the dish, she'll immediately stop eating it. It was going well until our mom found out the dishes secretly had vegetables in it. She started this whole argument about how it was unethical to lie to my sister about what we were feeding her, and it escalated into a yelling match where I told my mom she clearly wasn't worried enough about my sister's health, and that she knew nothing about nutrition. She thinks apple pie is healthy. My mom has banned me from preparing the meals and is guilt-tripping me for lying, but I really think I was making an honest effort to help. I feel bad for yelling at my mom, but I don't know. Was I really such an a-hole for lying about the vegetables? I really didn't expect my post would blow up like this. I just want to emphasize that I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor. I just listen to what the doctor and nutritionist say during the monthly checkups and take that as a fact. So thank you so much for pointing out several things. I will try to be more self-informed in the future. I've taken note of her possibly having ARFID, thyroid problems, or PCOS, and will try to get my mom to get her to a therapist as well as a doctor. Thank you very much for bringing these up. Also, my mom is really hard-headed, but she's still trying. I feel bad that I've made such a horrible impression of her. She has type 1 diabetes that she has to manage on top of her job and taking care of us 2 kids, so please don't say she's terrible. Thank you very much for your suggestions. I really appreciate them. By the way, my mom has type 1 diabetes. My grandma on my dad's side has type 2. According to the doctor, my sister is at risk for type 2 because of her high blood sugar plus high cholesterol. Is this guy an a-hole? I'm not sure, but I think he's both the hero and the villain of this story. If you're eating at a deficit, you will lose weight. Then explain why when I got diagnosed with celiacs and ate approximately 300 to 400 calories a day for 3 months before I reached out to a dietitian, I didn't lose any weight. Apparently this person knows nothing about celiacs and how it actually causes you to lose weight because you can't digest your food and it goes straight through. It's a horrible disease. I suspect they've been watching a video by Awaken with JP.
Being gluten intolerant used to be limited only to those who are actually intolerant to gluten. But with the cutting edge information I'm sharing with you in this video, you too can be gluten intolerant regardless if you're truly intolerant to gluten or not.
You're so beautiful, why are you single? Let's talk about it. It's a fact that I've accepted. I mean, I know I'm a great woman any man would be lucky to have, but it's the reality. Fat phobia in the dating world is real. I made this little Venn diagram to try to explain it to her. There's the people you are attracted to, and the people who are attracted to you, and there's a small chance for people that are overlapped. For everybody who's not in the overlap between the two circles, sorry love, it ain't gonna happen. The people who are telling her she's so attractive are probably in the category called people blowing smoke up your butt. And even if you are attracted to those people, sorry love, still ain't gonna happen.